So thank you guys so much for coming tonight, learning about Maple Organics and some of our new product lines. Yeah, I love these kind of get-togethers. It's nice to share some wine, share some good stories and laughs, and it's fun, especially with some customers in the room too, because you guys have experienced some of the products, and so you can speak to the efficacy and what you like best. And it's nice to be able to do this together because it's so rare that Rosie and I do these together anymore. So
rare.
I know. So what I thought we might do is we'll kick off with True Calling Canada, which is an arm of a video production company in Vancouver that decided that our story was so compelling that they wanted to share it with viewers across Canada.
For me, business is a big part of who I am. This is what you spent your whole adult life working towards. You've got this job, you've got this role, you're doing these amazing things. But when we become mothers, we're forced to choose between being a mother or being this career-focused woman. It made me question, why do I have to give something up to be great at something else? I should be able to be great at both things. It's an interesting balance when you're a marketing executive and you have children. It's not just that you want to be a great mom, you're their only mom. That's the only option they have. But I think it's hard hunda. Ito ni soft hunda. When I became pregnant with Nishan, I had actually started to develop some recipes of personal care products that I would use on him that were going to be pure and clean, and no matter where I looked, nothing was. I said to my mom, I'm having a hard time, I can't find anything and I don't know how to... And she said, well, that's because you guys don't do things the way that we do in India. When my mother told me about these recipes, there was a business opportunity born from it, and I thought, well, maybe this is the right segue out of this life. Maybe this is what I will do. He put in 1, 2, 3, 4. That's good. My parents always supported going out on my own. They said, good, we're proud of you. You go. Because they understood that in the long term, that control and that flexibility and that freedom was going to provide a better life for our whole family. That's amazing. And now I'm the co-founder of Maple Organics. This business came into light with my good friend, Ashley Ward. I am so very proud of what Ashley and I have achieved. At the moment, we have almost 20 consultants. We help our families, we help other families, and we do it in a way that's sustainable, and I couldn't be happier. For me, it's absolutely imperative that I succeed in the business world as well as a mom. And now I truly feel like I'm great at both things. It's been such a long journey for us, and it's been such an amazing story that's brought us here together. And it's this kind of amazing opportunity with Maple Organics, wherein I was working for Nature's Path back in 2010 when I got pregnant with Nishan. And at the time, working for the founder of Nature's Path, Aaron Stevens, everything was so clean, right? It was organic farming, and you didn't eat meat in the kitchen. Like, everything was extremely clean living, probably a level that I could never achieve. But what it made me do was really beg the question of everything that was about to enter into my baby's life. So, off I went into all the different categories looking for the safest, the best, how could I breastfeed and what should I be eating and all these different things. And the one category that I could never find any true solutions in was baby care. And with skin being such an important organ, absorbing everything that goes on the skin straight into our bloodstream, that seemed like a big miss for me, a big opportunity. Here we are 5 years later, our Nishan is 6 years old now, and we still don't have anything out there that does that. So at the time when I was pregnant, my mom had helped me understand some of the recipes and things that they did in India. And she helped me formulate these recipes. So we created this line out of her stories and her ancestry. And that's where the products came from. So I used them on him diligently. Friends asked for them, and away we went. So when Ashley and I came together in 2016, there was a huge opportunity here for us, and there still wasn't anything on the marketplace that could do what these products could do.
I had just had Everly, so she was 2 months old. You know what it's like, those first couple of months of totally sleepless nights. You're in this crazy fog, and then it starts to get a little bit better, and it starts to get a little bit easier. And as it got easier, and as I got a little bit clearer, what dawned on me was that I now had 2 children, and not just the one. Like, one was challenging to kind of maintain everything else in my life that was important, but now having 2, they both had different needs, and they needed more of me. And I really wanted to be good at everything in my life. I wanted to be a good mother, I wanted to be a good friend, I wanted to be healthy, a good partner, and I wanted to have a lucrative and fulfilling career. All of these things at the same time, but I felt like I was going to be good at none of them if I tried to do all of that and go back to my corporate job. And so I was talking to my husband one night and just said, I want this opportunity to live in choice. He's like, well, what do you mean by that? I said, well, living in choice means being able to build my business around my life and not having to do it the other way around. I want to be great at all these things in terms of being a mother and a partner and a friend and having a great career and being healthy. I don't want to give on any of those things. And so he said, well, I guess you've got to go start a business, which was, it was very blunt, but what it did was it planted a seed. And I said, you're right, I do. I need to start a business, and I don't know what that is. And then lo and behold, Rosie and I went for a walk, and we were circling around a track, like as you do with 2-month-old babies, round and around and around as she wailed. And as she got to sleep, we had this moment of really that crystallized, where we had this realization that we really had this shared priorities around nurturing our families and nurturing our careers. And so I said, well, why don't we take these amazing recipes steeped in hundreds of years of history and tradition and testing, and let's make them in state-of-the-art facilities in North America, and let's get together in groups like this, and let's share the stories, let's share the recipes, and let's see if people want to join this movement that we want to lead around organic body care. And we had our first party, and it went well. We had our second party, and then people started to ask to join us. And so that is really how we got going. So we'll tell you a bit about the products today, and then we will tell you about how you can join us if you guys are interested, or if you know anybody else who might be.
So I'm really excited to share with you the Nourish Baby Care process. This is the original line. When I was born, I actually had really bad eczema. I have really bad scars still from where that eczema is, and I'm 39 now, and it just never has gone away. And so for years, my mom would look for what the doctors were telling her. Use hydrocortisone, like use Vaseline, use all these different things. Nothing worked. And so, she had said to me, the way that we do things in India is so different than the way that you do things here in North America. And it wasn't until I started doing things like the way they're done back home that your skin got better. So what is the difference? Here, when we have a long, tired day, we turn the shower on to the highest temperature until it's steaming. We jump in that shower. We use the strongest lathering, sudsing soap we can find, and we strip all of our skin of the oils and natural secretions that our skin has to keep it moisturized and protected from the inside out. And then we step out of the bath and we put on heavy lotions and heavy creams to try to put all those oils back into our skin. But in the process, we end up loading our skin with all sorts of preservatives and all sorts of antifungals and antibacterials, right? Because those lotions and creams are held together with water. That is problematic in itself. You're drying your skin out, then you're trying to artificially re-moisturize it. Well, in India, they do everything the opposite. So what actually happens first is a massage with butters before you go into the bath. And what that does is it actually helps to nourish your skin. It helps to feed it, and it also helps to protect it from the drying natures of water. So the first product I'm going to show you here is called our Baby Moisture Ball. In this product is kokum butter. And kokum butter is something that comes from India. It comes from the mangosteen plant, and it has a very particular property in it that allows it to nourish the skin and keep it strong and resilient without making it feel greasy and without whisking away in the air, because it's got a nice strong base to it. So you'll feel that. The first step of the baby care process is to take this kokum butter emulsion and massage your baby with it before bath time. So this is the best part of every day that I have. And I have had it earlier today when I gave Milan a full rub down in a room with no draft, and he just, he's almost 9 months old, so he's just loving it and he's giggling, and it's massaged in his hair, on his body, and it's just, You just want to eat them after because it smells so good. It just smells so clean and good, and he loves it, and it moisturizes him so well. And to do this every evening and to do the full massage down is just such a great indulgence as a mom. I think it's my favorite part of every day.
Yeah. So I was just going to add something. The nice thing about this, not just for babies either, it's great for kids. So as they get older, it's about 25% of kids experience growth pains and growing pains behind the knees, the elbows, at their joints. And so for my older daughter, we certainly use this on her. She loves getting massages behind her knees, and the little girl at daycare the other day tripped and skinned her knee, and she said, "Oh, I know how to massage that." Come over, let me show you what mommy does. So it's a great product, not only for babies, but for kids as they're growing as well.
So after the full massage, then we get into the bath. So what we have in our Maple Organics Baby Wash is a really, really light Castile soap. This is made with olive oil and coconut butter, and it is the most luxurious soap. Without using any surfactants, without using any detergents, we're able to give you a beautiful lather, and that's how it comes out. So it's a luxurious little foam that you can use in the bath, and it will just carry away that top layer of the coconut butter, and it washes out so nicely. And so this is all I use to bathe them with. A bottle like that will last you at least 3 months. With Milan, it's lasted me 4.5 to 5 months. You can use the baby shampoo as well. It's a little bit stronger. The baby shampoo is fantastic if the baby has a cradle cap. So cradle cap is actually a fungus that grows in the scalp. It's really painful for the baby, and it's really hard for moms and dads to take care of. But that fungus is only removed with washing, and so you want to use the gentlest wash that you can. Once we're out of the bath, we use a little bit of our lotion. Our baby lotion is actually preserved in alcohol, so there's no chemicals in it to preserve it. It's very, very light.
So we're not using any chemicals, so a little bit of alcohol and then the vitamin E oil.
And you just want to use the littlest bit at the end to just kind of like on their toes and their elbows, just kind of some of those other places that might get a bit dry, especially in our Canadian winter. And it's the end of the 3-step process. So and the first step is to nourish, then balance, and then protect. And those 3 steps, I've had tons of testimonials and emails from moms about, you know, my kid had dry skin or eczema or rosacea, or they had this, or they had that, and we did try it for 2 weeks, and all those problems are gone. The other product that we have is also a diaper ointment. And so our diaper ointment is fantastic for preventing diaper rash. If the baby gets diaper rash, you have to use medicine. But to prevent that, the coconut butter, it really adds as a barrier between the skin and external moisture. So you're able to use that to make sure they don't get that rash. This 3-step process for kids retails for $80. It should last you 4 to 5 months, but we're very confident in saying 3 months for sure. So it works out to about $1 a day. And when you buy this 3-step process, it also comes with a $20 gift with purchase of a skin therapy for yourself. So it ends up being a $100 value of products for less than $1 a day. Yeah, so that's the baby care line, and that's where it started. And so the next one, obviously, well, I thought to myself, this is great. What about mom? What about me and what I want? And so then I developed a line for adults. This line is a little bit different, but the core ingredient of coconut butter is the same. The skin therapy, it is coconut butter. It's suspended in a beeswax formulation, so it's a little bit more of an occlusive property where it's got a stronger barrier. It absorbs well into the skin, so this is what you want to massage your whole body in before you get into a bath. If you can take the time to really get it into your feet, into your elbows, you'll really notice that your skin will be softer.
It's funny because this is our best selling product. People start using skin therapy and they fall in love with it, and then they tell us all the different ways that they use it. So there's a head to toe moisturizer. Some people use it as a night cream. Some people use it as a natural eye makeup remover. So you can have a chemical-free eye makeup remover. It's lovely as a lip balm.
So we have 2 washes, one if you're a morning shower person and one if you're an evening one. This is the Enliven wash made with citrus oils. It's grapefruit and ylang ylang. So it's enlivened because it's awakening, and it's like liquid sunshine to wash your body with in the morning. So you'll love that if you're a big morning shower. If you prefer the nighttime bath, the indulgent soak, then you might like the hydrate. This one is a little bit more hydrating, and This one is made with rosemary and sage and has hints of lavender to it. So it's a little bit of a different scent. But both of them, again, use that property of the foaming pump so that we don't have to put any detergents and surfactants in it. So it's really gentle, but it gets off any residue that's left over from the skin therapy while allowing the nourishment to still get to the lower levels of your skin. That's the second step of our Nourish care process. And then the last one is the lotion. And so like Ashley mentioned, we just use vitamin E and alcohol to preserve the lotions. This one has a really light scent of rosemary and sage, so it builds nicely. And so you'll get that that nice kind of fragrance there. It's really nice and light, not too thick, and so easy to spread. And just it feels great. That's the Nourish bundle process. So this retails for $92. It also comes with the $20 gift for purchase.
So the next line that was developed came when Sean was really sick with his first cold. And for a little while, Rosie had been putting baby cold and flu with Vicks all over his chest, just slathering it, and just had this moment in the middle of the night. It's 2 a.m. And she's like, what am I doing? I've created this incredibly beautiful organic line to give him the purest of the pure, and now I'm taking petroleum from a fossil fuel and I'm slathering it all over his chest. There has to be a better way. And so we got on the phone with Health Canada and said, would you be supportive if we tried to create a product like this? Would you be helpful? And could you help us out? And they said, absolutely. We would love it if there was a product like this on the market that was purer and cleaner, because it just doesn't exist. To be able to create this product that basically is a reverse engineered version of Vicks Vapor Rub for children. And it is 100% organic. And what we've done is we've taken that beautiful baby moisture balm that we showed you earlier in the 3-step Nourish bundle, and we've added some essential oils to help baby sleep at night. And so when they're stuffed up and they're coughing, we put it on their chest, on their back, and under their feet, and then we put them in their little sleeper, and it has made a world of difference for Everly, because we didn't have this product when McCartney was born. And for my younger daughter, she sleeps better at night, and therefore we sleep better at night. So you have a little smell of this one. It's going to be pretty mild because it's meant for babies under the age of 2. And so for kids over the age of 2, what we've done is we've added menthol, and then you're going to get more of that smell that you're used to from a Vicks Vapor Rub. It just really opens things right up. So this is great for the man cold. This is a really wonderful product for yourself and also for the man. So then we decided that our husband said, you know, what about us? And so sore muscles, hockey players, what do they reach for? They reach for Rub A535. And so that was the next product that we went after. And so we worked with a chemist, again with Health Canada, to reverse engineer that to be able to extract the active medicinal ingredient, which in Rub A535 is called methyl salicylate, and it's part of the Advil family. So it gives that bit of that numbing sensation, it's a bit of an analgesic effect, but it actually occurs in nature. It's called oil of wintergreen. And so we substitute one for the other. We put it into our beautiful skin therapy base, and you'll get that same kind of numbing effect that helps to work some of that pain out in your muscles. So this is a lovely product for, it can be for yourself, but also for parents. So as parents are aging as well, we've got, this is nice for their muscles. But also another one of our products in the therapy line is our joint therapy. And the joint therapy is amazing for arthritis and for joint inflammation, to really help to, what it does so arnica montana is the active medicinal ingredient. And so when there's joint inflammation, we actually apply it to the joint. You want to follow with a wet heat if possible, so like a warm face cloth or a warm bath. And what that does is it helps to open up the capillaries and for the arnica to properly get in there and to start moving some of that blood flow out. I've had 4 knee surgeries. I just keep tearing my knees, and so this has been a really great product for me. Like, I know when I've tweaked my knee, I know when it's going to get sore and swollen, and instead of reaching for Advil like I used to do, or a Voltaren, I'll reach for our joint therapy, and overnight it will literally make the biggest difference for me. My mom, she's getting a lot of arthritis in her hands. She's always had a craft business. She's now a watercolorist, and this is a great product that she swears by, and now she has all her friends using it too. And so our therapy products, the baby cold and flu and the adult cold and flu, both retail for $38. And then The other 3 retail for $36. We like to bundle things together. So if you buy a set of 3, it's $108. And you can buy any 3. I have some people that have bought 3 skin therapies at once. And then you get that bonus gift with purchase $20 value as well included in that.
The nourish process that we use for our bodies gets carried into our hair in Indian culture as well. And there's this interesting understanding in Indian culture, it's fascinating to me that it hasn't come to European thinking or North American thinking, because what it basically is set on is the importance of decongesting our pores. So we all get facials, right, on our face. We extract things, gets decongested, and then we have beautiful glowing skin. Well, the hair on our scalp is very similar, but we don't go through that process of decongesting. So what happens is over time, those hair follicles become congested with, excess oil production, product buildup, and that makes our hair thinner, and it makes it not be able to grow as effectively and as fully and as lustrously as we could. So we've developed a process by which you can decongest your hair follicles and then reinvigorate them to grow more, thicker hair. We are, I'm proud to say, the only company in Health Canada that is currently applying for the ability to have a natural source type of Rogaine product. Like, you guys are the first ones. So we're really excited. So what basically happens is this oil, it's like literally like liquid gold. You put a few drops of this into your scalp and you rub it in. And you really just kind of circularly, vigorously rub it in. Then you take this wooden comb, which you purchase in our hair bundle. And this wooden comb is made from rosewood. It's handmade. And you use that, the wider side here, to just really ensure that you're getting it into your hair follicles, and you're kind of exfoliating a little bit, like picking up some of that dried up sebum, picking up some of that old product. And the reason that this comb is made of rosewood is because it will actually retain some of that oil in there. So as you go over using it over the years, you actually use less product as you go. This will last you a lifetime. And growing up as an Indian, we always used wooden combs. So when you see like that strong Indian lustrous hair, they only ever use wooden combs. Oh, that's how it works. So this is our rejuvenating hair oil. It's priced at $58, so it's a fantastic deal.
There's 3 main oils in there that I think are worth talking about. One is camellia oil, which is great at coating the hair shaft, make it stronger, and so you're going to be less prone to your hair breaking and split ends as a result of the camellia. Another beautiful oil in there we have is the meadow foam oil. Meadow foam oil is really hard to source, so we found ours in Peru, and that helps with shine. So that helps to give you that nice lustrous shine on the top of your hair. And then Nigella sativa.
Nigella sativa is the one that will actually help with the hair growth. So that will actually help to make the density of your hair thicker. And when I mentioned dosage earlier, it's very important that you use this product as it says on the bottle. So it's an important dosage. You don't want to use too much of it. That doesn't mean that you'll become like Chewbacca. Okay, that's not what's going to happen.
Or a chia pet.
Or a chia pet. But you do want to watch the dosage because it is an effective way to grow your hair. We've started to see some amazing before and after pictures now.
So this is step 1 in our in the process, is to apply this. You would apply it the night before, ideally. The next morning, you're going to you want to take the excess oil out of your hair, and so we have 3 different shampoos. One for people with dry scalp, one for people with normal hair, and one for people with oily hair. And so what we have for you today, which I can show you here, is one of our liquid shampoos. So 2 of them are liquid shampoo, and one is a shampoo bar. They all have a little bit of an astringent quality so that they're able to remove the excess oil so that you can style your hair as normal. But what you'll notice is that in the normal shampoo, we use eucalyptus, which helps with the shine. And in our shampoo bar, it's almost like, it looks like a bar of soap, but it's meant for hair. So it has extra oils that are added back into it. It's a fermented berry tea soap, so it's good to help with that excess sebum production that people with oily scalps have, to kind of keep that under control. And what you're going to want to do with this one here, you're going to apply it a line across your hairline and down your part, and then you're just going to lather it into a nice rich lather and rinse. Same thing with the shampoo bar. So if somebody has oily hair, they would follow with the shampoo bar, again, around the hairline and down the part, and then lather and rinse.
The third step, and this is an important step, is that after you've followed with your conditioner of choice, which you really want to start from about 3 inches from the roots down, because that's the hair that we've all, dyed and treated, and it's been using silicones for years. So you want to use some of this oil at the ends of your hair to just kind of close off the ends and to make sure that you don't lose any excess moisture. Cool. So that's our hairline.
Yeah, and it will take anywhere between, we've seen kind of 2 to 4 weeks for someone to truly detoxify their hair. So imagine if you stopped eating sugar tomorrow. Like, you're probably not going to feel good for a little bit because your body needs to readjust, needs to rebalance. And so in most shampoos and in conditioners and in types of products that we're putting on our hair currently, with the additional chemicals and the gel thickeners and everything that's going in silicones in the hair, it's going to take some time. So for mine, it took about 4 weeks. One day it looked, it might look a little bit greasy. The next day my scalp was flaking a little bit. But if you can get through that period of time, and then my hair feels thicker, it feels really good, it feels really healthy using an organic product. I was at my hairdresser today, and it's the first time since I was a child that someone, like hairdressers, asked me if I wanted my hair thinned.
What?
I always say no layers. It's too thin. No layers. Blunt cut. Don't even think about it. And she's like, yeah, but underneath, like, it's just, you have a lot of hair. I was like, I have a lot of hair. I have to tell Rosie. Like, I was just so excited about that because no one has said that to me since I was like a teenager.
Yeah. So that's how the hairline works. And so this is the first product that we offer by subscription because it's so easy to fall off and start to go back to those silicone products. So to make it easier to just offer the convenience, what we do is we provide you 15% off up front on the bundle. And then every 3 months, we just call you to say, hey, are you out of shampoo? Because that's when we expect you to be. And if you say, yep, I need more oil and shampoo, then we ship it to you.
Yeah. So then there's a couple of ways that people can join us. One is to become a consultant. If you like the products and you are already telling your friends and family about them, then why wouldn't you earn some commission? So our consultants earn a 30% commission on all retail sales, and then up to 50% commission if they decide that they want to build a team. About 80% don't build a team. They just say, you know what, I just want to sell to a few friends and family, and I want to earn my products for free, and I want a bit of extra spending money. So a few extra $100 a month, and they're like, that works really well for me. And then we have a couple of people that have said, you know what, like, I want to make this my full-time career, and I want to transition out of the current job that I'm doing. I want to build a whole sales organization, and we have the opportunity for people to do that as well. So it's pretty exciting because people can make it whatever they want it to be in terms of the number of hours they're putting in and the way that they're growing their organization. It's pretty low risk when you think about starting a business. I actually come from a franchising background, and the average franchise we sold was in around between $100,000 and $200,000. So people would liquidate their RSPs, they would go out and seek funding, and whereas for us, it's a couple $100 and someone can get started, run their own business, focus on promoting the products, and take a lot of the risk out of it because we focus on the product development, on the marketing, on the software, on the delivery, on the fulfillment. So we try to make it as easy as possible for people just get out there who love the product to talk about it. And then people can host for us. So we have a host in the room who has already had a party. Thank you, Alexa. And then the last way is to become a customer. So if you love what you've seen today, if you are thinking about Christmas, I know it's September, but there's certainly, took a few people off your list, then we take all major credit cards and cash and checks. And we're happy to help take orders, but there's no pressure either. So that's not the environment we ever want to create. If you love the products and want to try them, great. And if not, thank you for coming, and please spread the word and let us know if you can think of somebody who you think would be a good host or who might not be able to purchase the products on their own. You find a lot of people will host because they want to be able to earn free products, or if somebody's looking to have a life change and they might be good for the consultant opportunity. We have a lot of new consultants we're adding. So, and then as Rosie was mentioning with the subscription service, you can actually have that. That's available in any of our products. Yeah. So that's our presentation.